What's up guys, Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and we're here for the back nine of my R2 Neutron only round at Sedgley Woods. Let's get to it. As you've probably guessed, I'm going to recommend check out my front nine of my R2 Neutron only round. I have it posted up here. I'm taking on Sedgley Woods blue tees using only the 3 discs made by MVP in their new R2 Neutron plastic, the Spin, the Ion, and the Anode. The reason I'm doing this is because you've seen previously I've tried to play Sedgley Woods using only a Super Puppy, a disc from the 1980s. It's some really old disc golf tech, and I kind of wanted to match that with this new plastic, this new tech, same layout, so I want to see how the two stack up, and also I want to give this new plastic a whirl. I've heard some great things about it. It's a very soft, gummy plastic, very similar to soft Neutron, so I was really excited to try it out. So without further ado, let's get to it. Kicking off the back nine, hole 10 is a stock standstill spin shot. Just put it up nice and high, let it just turn over. I could have used a little more height on this one though. I do end up pushing a little long past the basket here towards the next tees actually. About 25 out, a little below the basket because it's elevated. But the Anode drops in to start the back nine with a birdie. Hole 11 is a 247-foot par 3. Looking to rip the Ion here. I do need the hyzer this, so got to work on my angle here. Kind of want to aim at that dead tree in the middle. It's missing its top and let it just break into the green. Unfortunately, I pop up on this one. I did not hold the hyzer angle, and I just rip a really good flat shot. Punch through all the rough, and I actually end up, I think I'm on hole 15's green right now. That basket is off to my left. You can see the basket through the trees there. I really just have a pitch up, so just slide this one up under the basket, take my medicine, and my par. Hole 12 is a pump at 309 feet through this really tight fairway. Low ceiling. Got to split this field goal. And when it comes to straight shots, Anode is just what the doctor ordered. So just lace it. Get myself up there. And actually gave myself a look, which I'm pretty happy with. Because this hole can get really hairy if you kick off those trees and go left or right. Going to give this a nice little step putt. Luckily, the R2 is a softer plastic, so if I do miss, it should hit and sit pretty well. Which happens. So don't go down the hill of death and leave myself a tap-in par. Back to hole 13, par 3 over this ditch. I'm usually playing an overstable putter here, so I'm going to take more of a straight shot with the Ion. Throw it up into the blinding light. And I'm listening because I swear that ran chains, and I think I even heard a little tink. Spent probably 15 minutes looking for this one, and I actually did run the basket from left to right there, and it just nestled right under this log and was hiding from me for a while, so luckily I found it. And convert for the birdie. I was really excited to take my shot at hole 14, 203 feet back over that ditch. Basket is just straight ahead of me, so I'm looking to laser the Anode right at it. Give it a good rip. I love the line. And I'm just short. Go right under the basket. Do end up sliding a bit back here towards the next tee pads. Footing's a little goofy, take my stance. And unfortunately, I baby it a bit. I was a little afraid of going past the basket and going down the ditch. So, tap in, an unfortunate par. Hole 15, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to play this one. I hadn't thrown a forehand in a while, so I'm thinking forehand ion, just nice, high into the left. It's a tricky shot you want to put some speed on, but it's a fast green after you clear that hill, so get a little bit of a flex to the left, bending right in front of that guardian tree there. And it worked out perfectly, left myself a tap in for birdie. So I was interested in how I was going to play this hole. I usually play 16 as a overstable putter high and to the right. I'm just going to try to take the anode right down the main gap. I hug the right side a bit, give it just enough angle, and it cruises right into the green for a textbook birdie putt. Knock it down, take the 2. Real happy with that one. I was really licking my lips at 17 here. It's a total ace run. Just hoping to float the anode up nice and high, let it drop in on the basket for a chance. I loved it out of my hand. I thought I hit it. And I have never clipped that tree branch before, actually, so that was a first. Knocks me down like 18, 20 short. So I collect the birdie. So I stepped up to hole 18 and realized I hadn't thrown my favorite stock shot the entire day. Hyzer flip in the spin is just so much fun. Plenty of angle, rip it as hard as you can, flip it to flat, and just let it coast. And thought I was giving that a run for a minute, and actually do go pretty well past the basket. Take my time, knock in the birdie to finish at minus 12, which is pretty darn good. So 12 under from the Blues on the front 18 at Sedgley. Not bad at all, especially with 3 putters I hadn't thrown before until that day. Really love the R2, guys. It's a great plastic. You know, it makes sense for MVP to recycle stuff. I hope it actually encourages Chad to prototype more, because now if he has duds, you can just, you know, grind them up and make R2 instead of, you know, having to get rid of them, you know, if they aren't worthy of being sold in the pro shop. It creates an outlet for this plastic, so the recycled stuff is great. As for the molds, they're awesome. You know, got the spin. So this thing, guys, great understable flight. I know the problem with the Electron was once it hit a couple things, it would really become just a turn and burn disc. This has a bit of stability on the end of it, so you get those nice panning anhyzers. So really great. You saw that hyzer flip on 18, just flipped right to flat and went and coasted. It's a real fun shot to throw, so if you need an understable disc, I have my Beat Electron Envy right now, but if I lose that guy, and let's say I'm not happy with where the other Beat Electron Envies I have are, I'm keeping this on the rack. This is definitely a backup for me. Moving on, next to the Ion. Again, if you're an Ion thrower, it's an MVP staple. If you like that big bead feel on your putter, great disc. Little more understable compared to other Ions that I've thrown. Not terribly so, but just the grip on this thing. It was a really hot and humid day at Sedgley, and I had no grip issues. I could really sink into this plastic and feel that pop out of my hand. So Ion guys, if you're an Ion thrower, this is definitely worth it, especially for the upshot potential, because, you know, again, soft plastic hits and sits. Doesn't really it doesn't carry its energy, it disperses it into the ground. So good upshot disc option. Lastly, the R2 Anode. So my thoughts on the R2 Anode. Yeah, R2 Anode straight in the bag. That disc is awesome. It's like a mini hex for me. It just goes nice and straight, very little fade. That soft plastic hits and sits. I love this disc for upshots. Next chance I got right after this round, when I knew I loved it, I got a few more, so I have some backups. I am set. And for price point, guys, R2 is great. So definitely check them out if you haven't already. Highly recommend them. So I did promise a giveaway. So if you guys saw Infinite Disc ran some dragon stamps on some R2. So I do have the R2 Ion right here. Ooh, there you go. I have an R2 Ion with the dragon stamp on it. I'm giving away. So all I need from you is to, one, be subscribed to the channel. Help me grow. I'm trying to get up to 400 subscribers. That's my next big giveaway goal. And then I'm also going to ask down below in the comments, let me know, have you thrown R2 yet? And if you have, what do you think of it? And if you haven't thrown it yet, let me know. Do you think it's something you want to check out? It is. And if it's not, let me know why. I'm just curious, why you don't think your bag needs some nice soft putters. So thank you guys for all the support. I'm going to run that giveaway until next Friday, which is September 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll do the cutoff and the drawing then. Might be a little busy that weekend, so the video might come a little later. We'll see. I'll get it up as quickly as possible, promise. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care. Thank you for watching the conclusion of my R2 Neutron only round at Sedgley Woods. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and other disc golf content. Lastly, thank you to my sponsor. For all your disc golf needs, check out Basket Bashers Disc Golf.